Welcome back to more Stationeers. Today I gotta back up just a little bit. Nope, wait a minute. Okay. Yeah, I need to back up just a little bit here because there we go. I changed something on the computer, but I was testing it out. But yeah, I've got audio this week, which is an improvement from last week. Apparently, I didn't even notice that my microphone was not even recording. So I have an entire quiet stream. So not. Oh yeah, I forgot to put that in. Not exceptionally happy about that, but it is what it is. So. Oh, seed. All right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and all right. So last week I did a little bit of playing around with LarRe and reorienting him. So. Go ahead and start stacking. That's 2. So I'm sure it was a boring stream for those that were actually tuned in live, and well, nobody was there to say something about that, unfortunately. But nothing I can do about it now. So I took out, yeah, it's a mess. But I took out the LarRes that were going horizontal here. I guess they're still going horizontal, but I meant left and right from this orientation, and put them going deep into the new greenhouse that I have excavated. And I was playing around with the idea of maybe making each one their own zone. So this is its own room with room lighting. So the occupancy sensor works based on that. So the regular lights will be off otherwise. And these are basically so I can scale it back infinitely, or at least until it has trouble catching up. And at some point I was going to rewrite the code so I could drop fertilizer in, but right now I'm skipping that over, so it's back to normal. So there's a spaghetti mess. So the bottom one is the incoming seed with a sorter right here for which seed that's going to go in which row. And then the top one, or I should say the middle one here, is fertilizer. So that comes in here. And there's the splitter right there. Same here. There's a splitter right there. And this is a stacker, so this is the outgoing. So it'll go here and go into the line and head back. Now, it did get into some spaghetti networks here. So the top line is the... Oh, okay. I forget which one's which. So that's the... Yeah, okay, so... Yep, and then at the end of the line, the last splitter, anything that passes through all of them goes back into the return line, so to speak. And then we come down here and... Oh, that's the refuse. That's the refuse line. This is the resort line. So, it's a complicated spaghetti mess. I was trying to avoid that, but it just kept getting more complicated as I went, unfortunately. And I've got to figure out how to deal with this. So so obviously LarRe has crashed, the arm is obstructed. Because, well, yeah, the arm is obstructed. I'm thinking about maybe turning this sideways so that I can still hit the buttons. But I'm trying to keep this quote-unquote modular. So I need to be able to continue the pattern. So let's see what we can do here. That's actually what I want to do. That's what I want to do. Whoa. So that's a station. I need to get the rails. So here's 10 rails. Alright. So this is a station. This is going to be... just do a straight station. And then, jeez. Jeez Louise. This is where it started getting complicated. So, outer rail. Okay, LarRe. And I think this might be it. So let's see, this will be an inner rail. Inner corner. Now let's go straight, straight, straight. Okay. Where did I drop that? There it is. So let's grab the electronic parts. Do this. Actually, let's rename him real quick. 00. Okay, and then so alright, so this is gonna have to come out that way. And okay, so LarRe should now be yeah. Ooh, okay. It looks a little messy, but it seemed to do the trick. So now it goes to station 3. Station 3. Station 2. Station 1. Wait a minute. Station 1. Station 2. Or was he going to 4? Oh, okay. There's station 3. So now he's going to go pick up a seed. Nope, he's going to make station 0. Alright. Station 3. Maybe it's just reinitialization. Yeah, I've got to rework the code. It's in a functional state. It is definitely not optimized, though. So that's one seed. Although this might work in my favor. I don't know. There we go. Go to the next one. It'll see no seed. Go back to station 1. Pick up a seed. And then go drop it off. Okay, I should check this and say, okay, keep going. Okay, keep going. Come to here and harvest. Okay. So LarRe's back up and working. At least for one. Now the idea will be, obviously this is a manual input so I can prime the system. But I'm actually going to put one more LarRe in right here. And I already started with the hydroponics. But I need to get the lights working. So that's what I was trying to work out. Then I got a door in here so I could theoretically close it up. Yep. So that's what I was up to last time. And then, of course, fertilizer is being produced and going into the system here. But I got an overflow, I think, if I got this right. So, yeah, so here's the overflow. The overflow will start spitting out the side tunnel should I have too much. So if it starts ending up over here, I've got too much fertilizer. And I can inject some into the system too if I wanted to reprime it. Which I might throw that in there just to do that. Okay, so right, and at some point I gotta remove these, move these stairs around. So that's that. And yeah, I was getting ready to prepare a lot of hydroponics. Oop, I got 7% battery, which actually. Is this my, that's the weather monitor. Battery monitor circuit, I think, is actually upstairs. So I will need to grab that. What? What's this for? I don't even remember. That's pretty good. But one thing I wanted to do was set that to something in particular, which you know, I'll just do that with some logic chips. Do I have? Let's go here. We're gonna want. Logic I/O. Logic I/O. That's what I want. I think just one. Mm-hmm. Okay. I guess that's not, yeah. We're gonna logic switch. I'll do that the old-fashioned way. Because these LCD screens, sorry, these monitors, is that what they call them? Console monitors makes, okay, LED, not LCD. So they have a mode of default, percent, and power. So I'm kind of interested to see what those look like. Obviously, in my case, it's going to be right there. Percent. Okay, let's pull this out. Your battery low. Battery low, battery low. One's a light, one's a... So I'll put variable. Okay, that is definitely the light. So we're going to look for mode. And put his dial. Maximum's 2. So we want to do that, and boom. 5%. Just out of fun. Just out of fun. Oh, okay. 0.5 watts. There we go. So I got 5%. That works. Okay. I can dig it. %. I do wish that it was a higher granularity, though. Like 4.01%. So if I multiplied that by 100, maybe I would see it. I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't. Without a storm coming, though, I probably should consider the idea of expanding the solar panels. So, solar panels. I need some gold. Do I have any gold made up? I do not. So, let's grab some gold. Eventually I want to do like an ordering system, but well, one thing is for sure. If any of this is non-deep miner, I would know immediately because the pressure and temperature would skyrocket. Good. Fire will. Thank you. Okay. Alright, so I can make up to 20 of these. I think that's what I'll do. 20. Fire it. So we get solar panels. At some point I gotta do something with the I want to make like a suit storage. But I do need. Yeah, let's drop some of these here. Forget what I need. Yeah, I do need that for sure. And then I want to do walls, composite window, okay. Plastic sheets, and glass sheets. Got steel sheets on me. I've got frames. I don't necessarily need the frames, so I'm going to set those. Well, you know, I'll take it with me. Stairs, railings, flat wall, plastic sheets. Okay, I think we're doing okay there. 1%. I'm going to have to, I think, break down and throw some kind of hydrocarbon in the... No, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go ahead and throw this in. Oh, wow. Okay, those take forever. So I guess I'm just going to go up and do it. So I tried doing some power optimizations, and I probably got a lot more to go. But it makes sense that the solar panels production needs to come up. Okay, so that'll get me somewhere. So my solar panels are, oh, they're up there, yeah. So in this case, these are iron windows. Okay. Whoa. Okay. All right, crazy. You know what? I do want to experiment around with this. I want to see. So what I thought here was this is inside. So let's do this composite window. Composite window, there we go. We got some sun coming up. this makes it a little easier to walk on anyway. Okay, fine. Okay, I need more just walls. At some point, I would like to put power display for. Whoop! Wow, lost battery power completely. Yeah. Yeah, so we're living on solar power right now. All right. I want to throw... Because right now I've got them checkerboarded up there. I'm kind of wondering what the trade-offs are going to be. How much power am I going to lose per panel, essentially? If I... Okay, well, it would be easiest to... Yep, okay, this is actually... The temperatures in here aren't too bad. It would be easiest to find out if I do this with the power and data points right here. Okay, glass panels and just one, just one, just one, just one. Okay, so here is the thought process there. Well, overhead, that's definitely not going to be a problem. So when we start getting into the other orientations, that are going to be a problem. Oh dear. That is a tight squeeze, though. I will admit that. Over here. Single. Is there a single cable I can yank up? Technically speaking, yes, I could pull one of the
Waste tank caution.
one of the data cables off if I really wanted to. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull a data cable off. Um, okay. Then okay, so here's where still at 100% efficiency. Pulling in a lot more power though. Well, I mean, what? 4K? 4K is better, a lot better than nothing. Eventually I gotta get that airlock working and maybe some cooling up here. So what I'm really wondering about is when it falls below the horizon. So we're gonna hang out and see. Wow. That was a big cutout. That was instant too. Okay, so I don't know if that's actually a benefit or... Because by adding the extra panel, I am now losing 200 watts. Well, that's still a net gain of 100 watts in this orientation. Now let's see, as the sun further drops, okay, it does drop a little bit more. So at this point, it's a net 100 loss because I'm generating 400 where I would have 100 or 500. So I'm losing 100 before it was okay. So I'm kind of thinking that kind of breaks even. And now we're losing tracking overall. So I'd say for sunrise and sunset we're breaking even, and overhead we're gaining a lot more. I think that's the idea. So overhead gain, and now we're at 0, 0, 0. Yeah. I could do some kind of experiment and have like a input versus output over a day, figure out what I want to call start of a day. Wouldn't be all that. Well, let's take a look. What we got going on over here? Crop Connect and Stellar Streams. I will buy nitrogen if you have nitrogen available. So, I'm trying to think of what else I can do. I'm kind of this particular save. liquids. Now, that's pretty cool. Unfortunately, I don't know a way to deal with liquids. Yeah. That's unfortunate. I have no idea what that... I can't even read that. 2%? So I gained a little bit of power. Glass. I want... Let's make 148 of those. Do I have enough for that? Okay, and then over here we want heavy cable. Which I don't think there's any more laying on the floor. Let's go ahead and make 100 of that. Copper and gold. Copper, don't have enough. I now have enough copper. Alright. Suppose one thing that I could do... I was thinking to shut off the deep miners at low battery. 0% battery again. Not exactly sure what else is pulling a lot of power. Let's take a look. How's Larry doing in here? Jeez. I hear Larry. Still going to town. Looking good. Moderately well. Okay, there's mushroom, 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 mushroom. Okay. Might even be seeding by the time we get there. Yeah, we're looking good. Larry's looking good. Yep, we lost power. So let's go ahead and pull some coal. Coal over here. 45. Okay. Do 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 do. Bloop bloop bloop. Alright, let's Nope. I forgot. I am now caged in like a beast. Zoom. Ba, 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 ba. $20K. This would be another good one to actually shut off when the power's low. So, how are we doing over here? Must be doing pretty good. 270, so 3 below 0. That's looking good. 10 degrees, exactly as requested. 10 degrees, exactly as requested. And 10 degrees, exactly as requested. And over here, same 10 degrees. You are doing pretty good. Condensing. Yep, there's enough volume over here to prevent it from freezing to crazy levels. Ooh, off, off, off. The cooling system is completely unloaded at the moment. Yeah, look at that. Going down to 5 degrees. Oh, that one loaded back up. But that would have shut off one more. So very good, very good. And as long as there's 100, 100 kPa in here. Pretty good. I mean, it looks a little silly, but I'm kind of okay with that. And over here, 25. I do need to make sure that these don't go too low. Looking pretty good. And what's the hot side? The hot side is 25 degrees. That's pretty good. Generating 3.5 kilowatts, 800 watts, and 700 watts. So, if I remember right, you're 200, you're 1,000, so 1,200. So basically 3,600 kilowatts breaking even. And then I don't know what that requires. So I think that pretty much changes the equation there. The water production is essentially free. 1%. Oh, I do have the network analyzer here. So I can see station batteries. That's what it can provide. Generator. Oh, this is a generator battery. Yeah. Okay. So what's pulling the power? Cooling system's pulling 2 kilowatts. I need to start naming things. That might actually help. Trader door. Trader airlock. Nope, that's not the trader airlock. That is the gas handling airlock. And then this will be APC refinery. Lock. Large. Refinery. So I don't care about that. Where did I pull the power? Pulled the power off the bus over here. So this. Battery small. This is silos. Actually, that doesn't matter. I don't think.
Hunger caution.
Speaking of, this open. Yep. I have this with a transformer input. I do not. That was crazy. Oh, we got a storm incoming. That's good. That is good news. That can come off the wall. So what else do we have? We have this APC over here. Which looks good. We're going to call it an APC. Trader airlock. APC production lighting. APC external production, which is not really external production at this point. There's front airlock. Production lighting. Living lighting. Main. APC. Food. Kind of ambiguous, but this is the APC for the air handling system. APC. That's air. And this is a transformer for water purge. Oh dear. So transformer small for garden. Battery small for garden. Pull this back out. Should have a little bit better idea. Generator battery is draining. Area power control. Unnamed. The refinery transformer needs 3 kilowatts. That's the deep miners and the centrifuges. Area power control opened. I don't know. That might be outside too. Oh, and you know what? That might be in the basement too. Let's check that out. It's APC production air. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, got that. Just going around and tagging things here. 5 minutes for the storm. Okay. APC for pipe heaters. So that does break some of the code. This is APC for gas handling. I've got the shouldn't even see that. Cooling, I'm pretty sure that I've already got that. Transformer, small cooling system. Nothing else is really hooked up, so that does. Trader. Transformer, large. Trader. Very large. Bat large, right? Bat large. Happy with that. And over here. Small. I'm not even sure. This is. Sterling Drive. Combustor airlock. That is very well aptly named. And then over here, we're going to have bat small. This is combustor. Okay, I think we're getting some naming, good naming going on here. Actually have some decent power into those battery. There's still an area power control that is closed, that is on, pulling 100 watts that I have no idea what for. This does make it nice that you can actually see what's pulling what. Okay.
Hydration critical.
Yeah. Okay, so between the combustor and the Stirling drive, it takes up 4.5K. And this actually isn't telling me Stirling engine. You know what? Actually, let's flip this over real quick. Let's see how we doing here. Ooh, we need water filters. That's need water filters.
Power low.
Yeah. We're now not going to have a problem with power. %. Okay. Thank you. Oh, okay. I'm gonna drop, let's see, stacker, grow light, linear rail, and electronic parts. Put those there. Pull one of these up. There's a logic IO there. Wow. Pulling a lot of power. Okay. What do we got? Alright, we will drop the some more solar panels in. So I'm fairly certain that overall it'll be positive. So these are obviously 0. Let's go ahead and drop in some heavy cable, not regular cable. that stays. Oh, what am I doing? It stays 2. There. I forgot to grab the glass. The glass. Well. Doesn't that make you feel smart? Ooh, not that one. I might want to grab some wall too. Frame might be okay. Wall. Just wall. And let's make... You know what? Let's make 100. Nope, nope, nope. The dial itself, 100. Go Power Rangers. Throw that there. And grab this, and there we go. Okay, we're gonna start with that. I forgot to look at the counter. We're at 83% battery. Doors close, force open. There we go. Looking very good. Let's go ahead and pull. Oh, yeah. Actually, 0% still. Yeah, there's some... I'm making some power. Even though there's a storm. There's one. Okay. This will, yeah. It will impact the efficiency during the off-peak times. Let's do that. Eh. Go. Yeah, so there's quite an improvement. And we'll put one there, one there. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so pretty much 100%. That is the generator side. Not exactly sure how the generator's getting power. But here's solar battery. Yep. Looking great. I can dig it. So this will be a bonus to when I go for a while without a storm. That should be a big bonus. I'm trying to figure out what other so I got an APC that's floating around somewhere. Double the volume in there. Not quite double the volume there. Oh yeah, water filters. Need water filters. Yeah, that was kind of scary. And increase to 2 total. I could probably go ahead and start slapping a few of these down just to say that I did. Where do I need to start? One, two, three. One, two, three, so right here. I'm gonna do that. This is just a matter of getting LarRe all settled in. Okay. Just for fun, are there any more trays in here? There are. We'll slap those down. Okay. This one might be unlabeled. Yeah, hey, I got another one. This is, let me pull this off the wall, actually, because it's not being used anymore. That's an area power controller, not a transformer. But still. Jeez. Okay. And I want to drop that one there, so I got a spare one just sitting there. Jeez. Okay, 100 kPa in the brown pipe. And that was just for filtering water out, which we don't need to do that. Okay, cool. And how are we doing over here? We are actually catching up with one LarRe. So, I'm not mad. I'm taking it. Okay. There's that. Alright, I think we are into... I think we're into more LarRe. Linear rail door. Interesting. Linear rail. Okay, so let's... I need to throw another stack of steel in there. let's switch you out. I need to do a storage sometime soon. Alright, so liquid pipe. We can throw that in. And hopefully I got the got it right. Okay, is that cool? It is. Thriving towards seeding and all the fertilizer going on in there. After being optimized, it might work a little bit cleaner, but So mushroom seeds going out this way, the overflow is going into the reject line. Okay, so LarRe deck hydroponics. I think I need to figure out where I'm putting these stairs. So let's do that first. Stairs with rails. There's 2 of them. Okay. Crowbar. I don't know if I need more than that. I think this is geometric wall and grinder. That's flat wall. Okay. Stairs with rails. Oh, right. That's gonna be a problem, because guess what? Okay. Okay, plan B. Oh gosh. I gotta clean up some of this wiring. So you, power transmitter. Can I put you on the wall? No, you cannot. So, let's see if I can stick you there, if that would be sufficient. Okay, turn you on. That's the wrong side. That's a little better. And then the other stuff goes over that way. We'll figure this out. Stairs with rails. Here. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Now, hang on. This might work. More staircase. I might have to move stuff around a little bit, but this might work. Yeah, because there's no reason that this needs to stay here. This is kind of the down and dirty stuff. And what do we want here? Plastic sheets, steel sheets, so yeah. Okay. Alright, so what we're going to do here is peel these off just so we can see what we're dealing with here. So let's get some powered chutes, powered chutes, powered chutes, powered chutes. So we got a right in line with it. We're going to have an import bin. Import bin. Export bin. Export bin. And then stickers. Do I have stickers? How many? I got 2 stickers. I need more than that. Need a lot more than that, actually. So let's. Whoa, that is disorienting. Stickers. Okay, let's go ahead and, you know what? I think 10's a fair number. That's regular wall, that's for out there. Flat wall was for something else. So I'm going to just go ahead and throw the flat wall up there for now. Stairs and railing, stairs. Oh man. Hey, guess what? This isn't the way anymore. Alright, and the other way was... yeah, that's... that about sums it up. Okay. Linear rail. Okay, so we're gonna go straight station. And straight station. I think that's... yeah, that's where that station is. That's where that station is. So now we just go straight. Just go straight, just go straight, just go straight. Straight, and then... yeah. Whoa. Alright, dude, LarRe, calm down. Okay, LarRe. There's no good LarRe. Okay. There's lots of chutes. There we go. Yeah, we're basically just doing this, and this, and this. Right? Okay, then we're gonna have jeez. And then there's going to be another cable, so we're going to go this way for sure. And I think this is... yeah. And we're actually... oh, that's a bus line. Okay. Okay. Right. Skip one and then do... trade them out. Okay. Here we are. Skip one, then two. Skip one, and then two. So if I did that right. Right, and then you're what? No, actually, I take that back. That's how it is. Okay. Oh yeah, this will have to be named. So I'm sure this is 0, so this is going to be 0, 1. Actually, that one doesn't matter. It's this one that matters. That one matters. That one certainly matters. That one certainly matters. Okay. Where's that? How we doing? 80% battery. Can dig it. I can dig it. So you're a stacker. Nope. That is incorrect. This is going the other direction. Now these are going this way. And this is stack size 1, stack size 1. You just go 200. Yeah, totally, because $200. I think 200 is fine. All right, let's grab a stacker here. So we're going to have a stacker pointing in here. And this is stacked to as high as it can go. Because we're doing that. So 100, even though it can't go that high. So you go straight through. This is the overflow. There we go. We go. This is a chute valve, right? Good lord. Yes, straight shoot. Straight shoot shot. There we go.
Hunger caution.
And what are we doing here? This is going to be the... And this is the one that's going out and over and immediately up. Okay, this is... Gosh darn it. Because I need a sorter there. Okay. Sorters, oh, sorters. I don't need a whole bunch of these, but I'm going to go ahead and make a stack. Because I'm here, it's here. Sounds like a good idea. Sticker. Okay. Do need more chutes. I think we've got plenty back here to work with. Oh, there's sorter. Hey, there's where's the 4? There we go. Look at that. Okay. Yeah, the storm lasts exactly the same amount of time so far. I thought there were supposed to be variations on that. Such a mess. Such a mess over here, too. Alright, how many... Come on. Alright, sorter. Alright, let's... You're gonna be a junction. Oh my god. So the refuse line appears to be okay. Clogged with mushrooms. So assuming that also means that this is clogged with okay. Which we will do the same thing here. Alright, let's I guess go see what the heck is the problem.
Power low.
Yeah. Or does it have something to do with the export? Let's shoot window. Yep, okay. Okay. Come on. Okay, so... Oh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You can't mix. Oh, God. You can't mix. That's my guess. As the seeds went through. So I've got biomass to go in here. Not just regular food or rancid food. Oh, okay, so I need multiple composters for that. Okay, that's not ideal. Okay, well, what can I do? I guess I could blow the door going out that way a little bit. And put a wall there. Widen that out so I can do some more shooting and sorting. You're in the way, you're going to have to move. Ah, boy. Okay. Well, that explains a couple things. Can't say that I'm very thrilled about that. Crikey. Because I think that's going to have to be done sooner than later. Okay, so put a wall up. This is what, plastic? Composite 4. So that's composite walls. Yeah, so I just need wall. Hey. Let me pull it off the wall here. I should decorate. Type 4. Yeah, I'm not going that way with stuff. Do that. Go ahead and drop steel frames. Okay, welder, welder, welder. Where's the welder? There's the welder. Okay. Excellent. Okay.
Hunger critical.
Gonna need that. Probably gonna need that. Stairs I'm gonna leave here for now. I should probably leave some of the chutes here. Let's go ahead and throw a potato in there and okay. Also gonna need water pipe. Is it insulated in there? It is insulated, so let's do insulated because that would make the most sense. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that because I may need that as well. Composter. Does it need steel sheets? Okay, need lots of steel sheets. Come on. Don't need the stairs. Okay, insulated pipes. Composter. I guess I'm going to need some of those. Let's go ahead and burn off 2 of those. So 1 for biomass, 1 for rotten food. Wall for composites. Steel frames. That might be good enough. I'm going to think. All right. There we go. Oh, good lord. They don't stack. Of course they don't stack. That would make it too easy. That would make it far too easy. So what we'll do is over here. Looks pretty good for a while, actually. So, steel sheets. Oh, There we go. Okay, how about back here? This is going to be the back wall. That's not it. Frames, switched frames. I think I should be good to just cut in. Okay. Okay, let's switch gears here, I guess. On the grinder. I guess it would make sense to turn this off and make sure that we are fully evacuated here prior to breaking into my greenhouse. Oh, let's... Nope, wait, hang on. Turn this mixer off. I think that's fine. So now let's... Okay. And then where did the frames go? There's the frames. Okay. I think this is kind of acceptable. And let's go ahead and pull you out here. Steel frame there, steel frame there. Steel frame there, and you already got a steel frame there, so let's go ahead and put that there. Do. Thinking about it, we can go ahead and start this back up and start this back up. that's sufficient. So I think our combustor can probably come over a little bit, or our filtration device could actually probably be. If we move it over to, yeah, I need some piping to do that, or we can just bypass. Maybe I should do it this way. Change the orientation of the composters. Yeah, we'll do that. Input, right? It's got to be one out. That's not going too bad. I found out that apparently the composters don't like mixing your ingredients. So biomass and food, I'm guessing it's going through and processing one before the other, which is backing up my system. Wish I would have known that before I tried putting the system in here. Tight cornering. Okay. And then I'll just shoot you out there. Okay. Down and up. Gotta make sure that my code is ready for this too. This is my nitrogen filler. That's not right. It's probably my auto lights. Uh-oh. Oh, that was the wife's computer. Cleanup. That's actually probably the... Okay, so this chip over here is for the composters. Yeah, I'm doing it primarily for the water, but trying to use the fertilizer too, which I'm making a phenomenal amount of it. So I'm going to have to pause it to move this. This will be moved one back. All right, let's pause. Yep, that's true. That's another option. And actually, it probably would be a pretty feasible option too. Bring the pressure down here. Well, I guess actually it doesn't matter if I turn this system off or not. Just got to make sure that this is... Oh crap, I don't have the plumbing with me. That's okay. Got to bring some pipe in. I'm going to go ahead and leave this here though. I don't need any of those. Okay. Gonna need more chutes. Probably bring my laptop with me. And a computer. And a sorter motherboard. Okay, so first things first, let's go. Forget this is the downstairs now. Computer's over here. Sorter motherboard slot. Or, yeah, jeez. More chutes. Let's go ahead and for now, I've got all the sorters I need. I don't need any stackers because there is one there. Powered chutes. Not going to need those. Steel sheets. Going to need more steel sheets. Okay. So here's the other composter. There's 30 steel sheets. That will get me where I need to be. Let's grab red, brown. I think I'll grab that too, just to make sure that I've got enough. Laptop. Oh, and a computer. Computer. Just make one of these. Where did I stuff the laptop? Is that in the basement still? Creative design feeding a combustion centrifuge and 5 solid fuel generators. I bet. I have wanted to play with a combustion centrifuge, but oop, I don't want you on. Oh, I never pulled the. Okay, jeez. Dropped an empty filter on the floor, and I haven't run it through the shredder yet. Okay. Did I? I didn't grab the computer. Jeez. Oh, no, the flooding that you see is, earlier I was playing around, I threw some ice on the floor, and, was making puddles. Brain. There we go. must have double clicked or something. Man, that was a short cycle. Okay, so computer modern. No good place to put it right now. Let's drop you here, drop you here. Okay. Can I put you? No, that looks silly. We'll do that. Okay. Programmable chip, yeah, because that's exactly where I want to put that thing. Yeah. Oh my goodness. IC10. There we go. I forgot to import. Okay, so load R15 composter D. Oh, okay. You know what? I'll just do this. Yeah, a lot certainly has changed. I got this, it was after the phase change update, so. Actually, I'm trying to remember if there's been any major updates since then. I don't like seeing a null reference exception. That's no good. Yeah. Two, three. I'll just do this. Being lazy. Yeah, this is kind of, I'd say my first real playthrough. I did try Mars previously, so this is my second attempt. The first one ended disastrously. And since I was doing it on stream, I just left it as is and started a new Mars game. Okay, so composter 1, load, activate. Greater than 0, jump to main. You know what? I think I'll just do this. I think this will work. I don't think that's going to be a problem. But that doesn't mean that I gotta do the different chips. The way I'm timing grow lights, right now, the answer is actually I'm not, because I'm growing mushrooms. But I wrote a chip that takes two dial inputs. So I've got daylight and nightlight, and it just waits whatever number of seconds I have on the dial before toggling them on and off. So that way I can have specific amounts for specific crops. Advanced composter 1, advanced composter 2. All right. Okay. Ooh, yeah, I just thought about that. Yeah, there's a few neat ideas I wanna do stuff with, but oh 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 oh, that's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be a real problem. Crap. All right, so I guess crikey. And I think since this is a... Yeah, I can go straight through it. Good. Whew. Yeah, that tends to be the model. The solution actually can be stupid simple. Okay, let's start by labeling the sorter. That's food. Sorter, biomass, and sorter, rotten food. Let's pull that, shut you down, close the lid, close the lid. All right, computer. I hate it, but I'm going to set you here for now. Slap that in there, do this. Yeah, actually my LarRe is, it's due for a reprogram, but it's able to control 9 individual LarRes at the same time. 10, sorry, 10. Whoa. So this is biomass. Is that here? Nope. Must be further down. There, biomass, rotten food. Decayed food, that's what it's called, right? And then food, this will be, I hope that plant works. Okay. Let's turn those suckers on. Oop, that's not what I want. You. Yeah, I've been programming unofficially for quite a while. Comes in handy. Okay, so let's get this primed and ready. Corner. Here's the corner. There we go. Reagent mix. Oh, that might actually be my problem. That might actually be my problem. Okay. I don't think this is going to be enough wire. Okay, let's turn you off. And we'll just drop you right here. Whoa. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it is definitely something awesome. The it's like I thought I knew computers, and then I watched a guy basically build a computer on a breadboard, machine code and all, and it's like, oh, I didn't know squat. So yeah, I love that. Let's see, it's hand drill, yes, and then wrench to take the pipes out, and then a hand drill. Okay, so let's move the filtration. I think yeah, I can make this work. Let's go straight up. That's blinding me. Lights in the way, so we'll make it do a little spaghetti. We'll do some spaghetti. Okay, there's that. Now brown pipe. So this is actual waste. There's that. And then the active vent inlet, which is, well, you know what? Let's just do this. I'm boxing them in for the off-gassing. Ooh, whoops! Hey, I kicked it. Okay, so pull that in. This is output. Hopefully this is all good. The volatiles run at approximately 45 degrees centigrade. Okay, so you are ready to go. That is filtered output. That is unfiltered output. Oh, that's a medium. You know what? Let's switch that around. Start you up. Set inward. So I don't want to do that. Okay, so that's good. Oh, undo a bunch of. Okay. Oops, that was the lighting circuit. Which you could technically, I could probably flip that all around and or do some spaghetti for more spaghetti. I'm okay with that. More spaghetti. Oh, man. Oh, it's okay. It's gonna be really. Okay, let's do this, and I'm assuming this. Oh, gosh. I wonder if that's. It's the reagent mix. That's what the problem is. I betcha. I betcha. Oh, yeah. Jeez. Got it in my hands. No wonder I can't find it. Yeah, I was having a problem the way I was doing it before is because this particular line ties into my hot volatiles. So before I was basically combusting in this pipe prior to getting to the combustor, so I wasn't really doing what I wanted to. So it was making excess heat and all that. So, and then I actually put Stirlings on these, on the output of these. Okay, good to know. Yes. Yep, so my O2 is cooled. I actually bring it down to 10 degrees, so it has a cooling effect on the rest of the area. Okay. You know what? I think. No, wait. How do I want to do this? You go straight through. No. Oh, no. There, we'll do that. Nope. generally not. I was thinking about if the terraforming mod ever got updated. I was considering that because it sounds like a fun, fun deal. But it sounds like they might even be thinking about implementing it in the vanilla game, which would be cool. Oh, I had exactly one pipe left. Okay. So I got... Quite frankly, it looks like the easiest spot to make a connection would be right here. Straight out the front. And to the existing junction here. There we go. Looks good. Oh, Lord. Toggle you on and off. Not that it really matters who is who. Composter. Composter 2. Composter 1. I'm going to just deliberately do it backwards. That's funny. So composter 1, composter 1, composter... Oh, that's funny. Whatever. This is... in the way. Yes, absolutely. That would be... I am really looking forward to when they drop the uranium. Because that sounds freaking cool. Junction. Spin it every way but the way I want. I'll just put junction there just so I know. There we go. Can I go straight through it? Yeah, corner. Yep. Yeah, okay. Corner. Window. And another corner. Oh, that's awesome. Let's see. Am I good here? Am I good here? I think this is... Yeah, so this is reagent mix. So this might actually be my problem. So you're going. This computer's in the freaking way. This is going. Which is probably actually not combusting anything. So let's power that on. Composter 2 did not get turned on. All right. Composter 1, Composter 2. I think that's the problem there. 1, 2. Composter 3. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, now we're pulling stuff through. Alright, this thing is irritating the crap out of me. Okay, there we go. Let's grab this. Really? And then that. So I'm full. Let's pull this out. Junction. Come on, come on. Find the right orientation. Is it that hard? Run button. There we go. That's what I want. There we go. That's looking right. Inlet. There we go. Nope.
Hunger caution.
There we go. Okay, so now... Ooh, 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 ooh. There we go. Got a mushroom. Got another mushroom. Okay, I think what I spilled here has been recovered. What a mess. Oh, Lord. I got the reagent mix. I'll grab the pipes. Okay, so if I pull out the reagent mix, and throw it in there, it'll end up on the other side, right? Yeah, okay. Alright, last test. See if it'll... Okay, so it won't... Alright, so you gotta run it through a furnace first. That's good to know. So that's probably what my problem is here. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Okay. Well, low battery, what am I down to? 26%. Wait, why is the light on? If it's at 26%. I thought it was below. Yeah. Okay, so what I have here is gonna stink up my room. Make charcoal. So this. Huh. It's not what I was anticipating to come out. Which I, well, yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. Yeah, that sounds sounds like a good deal. Here's my I'm starting to set up my second LarRe. My first LarRe. So I had to do a little bit of spaghetti with his railing here. But growing mushrooms, this was originally so I could have more CO2 in the base, because I didn't have a problem with oxygen. I need to rewrite it to actually use fertilizer, but right now I've got seeds and the export bin, and then he just cycles through until he hits the end, basically. So he can do, right now, 34 stations, and then cycles back. Yep, that's one way to do it. But I was trying to obtain water at the same time. Wait, why are you going back there, buddy? Doesn't make any sense why you did that. Because you're going to go to Station 3. On to Station 4. Should pick. Yeah, okay. I notice there's some odd behavior in the IC-10 sometimes. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is going to actually pull this. I want to do this. So I want to put the window here. And then this will be the junction. I guess I'm going to spend some time here figuring out what this actually wants, or what comes out. Oh, that sounded squishy. That's kind of disturbing. Sure, I'll put a window there just to have. And then we are going to, guess what? Shoot you sideways. Okay. All right. Grab that mushroom. This mushroom. Jeez. Yeah. Leaving my shrooms all over, man. Okay. think we're good there. Don't know if that's actually part of the system or not. Leaving all my mushrooms everywhere. Oh, Lord. Okay, I think I got most of the food from everywhere. Okay. I actually think that's stuck in there, so let's grab this real quick. Okay. You really had to do that? Okay, well maybe that worked. Or is it stuck there? Jeez. Okay.
Hydration critical.
It's like playing basketball with fertilizer. That must be full. That's all I can think of. So if I take the fertilizer, which I can't inject into the okay. Good Lord. Do I whatever. Jeez. There we go. Now I can. So I think that just makes it disappear. Yep. Okay. That's what I thought. Just makes it disappear. Okay. Yep, that is that's engineering in a nutshell. Everybody's got their own peculiar ways with their own unique problems. So let's see, this is the top. That's junction. Yep. Go. You are overflow? I think that's how I was going to do this. Yeah, that's how I was going to do this, overflow. And then we're all the chutes. Did I drop some over here? I thought I did. No, that was walls. Misplaced my chutes. Or did I use them all? That's entirely possible too. Yes, I must have. Gotta fix the stairs. Okay, food and water. Definitely need food and water. Shoots. Shoots. I think that's enough.
Hunger
You know, I haven't looked to see if these guys are stuck or not. They seem to be pretty good. Seem to be pretty good. Okay. Shivas. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Turn you on. So I should be able to open this up and start seeing... Oh yeah, I was going to close that off too. Yeah, believe it or not, I thought this was originally going to be spacious. Boy, was I wrong. Okay, so I can open this up, and that's a problem. I can't get to the valve. See if I can get to it on the other side. If I can't, that means I need to change the location of that valve. I really need to change the location of that valve. Got it. Oh. So, this is where the valve's gonna be. I was gonna spray a bunch of crap everywhere. Oh, God! I should have had this prepped. Oh, God. Oh, God. That's what I get. Wait a sec, what? Yeah, you okay. So you should be chute overflow. Oh, it's because there's no, yeah, alright, that makes sense. Okay, I know why that is. So let's drop a whole bunch of crap. Hopefully it doesn't kill me. Actually, I might need that. Okay. I can now pick up some fertilizer. if I stand here, maybe I don't have to be as... Yep, I am Mole Man, kind of. Yeah, yeah. Oh, the water migrated over there. No, it's been there. Oh my goodness. Now, I don't know how to deal with the stuff that's like literally stuck in the collision box. Maybe I just pretend that it doesn't exist.
Waste tank caution.
Wow, waste tank caution already? Okay. Alright. So I should have... Yep, I've got that there. Now I gotta figure out what seeds I'm gonna put here, and... Oh, that's another thing. A sorter! I've gotta figure out the sorter. And that... Oh, yes. Okay, sorter. It's in here somewhere. Okay, there's the sorter. Okay. Nope. Go the other way. There we go. Maybe potatoes. Not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. Were those just like stuck literally in the... Oh, that sorter's not on. Okay, we will go ahead and rename the sorter. I guess let's do soy. That would make more sense to me. Soy seeds. Let's get a little closer so I can see. Alright. Soybean seeds. That's what I want. There we go. Perfect. There we go. You should be charging now. I haven't yet. I haven't really met anybody that wanted to. I got my friends have some, or had on their wish list, but I don't know if it's really their game. As There's a lot of thought that goes into it. Why is this off? Okay. Sorter soy. So I know I've got some soybean seeds here. So I can chuck them in here. Should see them come all the way through here, and beautiful. Alright, so now it's just a matter of getting LarRe kitted up. All steel sheets. Alright, I'll give you your privacy, LarRe number 0. So I need an IC10 housing. Okay. Well, I know what I'm doing next time. So let me write that down. IC10 and housing for LarRe number number 1. Okay, so I will do that tomorrow. So I've already gone over. Whoa! I didn't realize I had a hole in the floor right there. I mean, I knew I had a hole in the floor, but I forgot it was that big. So there we go. Well, I'm happy with that. Battery is lasting much longer, so the solar panels that I did throw up there are helping. And yeah, maybe I should do a suit storage here. Wait, did that? I have no idea. Alright, so I'm thinking that I will call it there for the night. Maybe tomorrow I'll get rid of this big mess. Maybe. I shouldn't have a problem with the composting now, so we'll figure it out. So anyway, gonna call it there for the night. So I'd like to thank everybody for watching, and we will catch you next time. Take care.